Welcome to HOM Entertainment. I'm Brandie Yates, and we are back at the Wharton Center with Bob Hoffman. Bob, thank you so much for having us back out
Well,
here.
look at this beautiful day in front of Wharton Center. It's a special day because
Yes.
we're announcing our 40th anniversary season. So for 40 years, Wharton Center has been bringing the best of entertainment to mid-Michigan. Broadway, jazz, classical music, dance, whatever genre.
Well, congratulations, Wharton Center. 40 years is amazing.
Yeah.
So the 2022-2023 season has now been announced as of today.
As of this morning,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the highlights. What are you most excited for? Obviously, great lineup overall, but let's talk
I'm really
Broadway.
excited about Tina Turner, the musical. Because I haven't seen it yet, and I love Tina Turner, so I'm fascinated by her. I'm fascinated by her music and her life story. So we have that coming. Jagged Little Pill, also, I haven't seen.
I haven't seen either of those.
Yeah, I haven't either, and that's coming in January, and so that's the Alanis Morissette show, and I think it was the most nominated show for awards in the 2019 season. So this is an incredible show.
I feel like these are really heavy music, musician life story. People know the songs. They can really get into it.
Yeah, and there's a story with that. So there's, her music, but there's a story behind it of a family who appears to be normal, but on the, real story is they're far from normal.
That's like anybody, really. Let's be honest here. Okay, great.
Telling you the secret. So, and then of course Tina Turner is a jukebox musical, and then we've got Pretty Woman the musical, which starts our season in the Broadway category, and that starts in December, right around the corner, right?
Right. And
Summer goes by super fast.
I know. It's like our spring flowers are blooming, and we're already talking about December.
I know. Well, you got to prepare.
Well, Pretty Woman. I mean, have you seen the musical?
I have not seen that either. I got a lot of work to do.
Right.
I'm going to New York. I've got to see a bunch of shows. So.
Yeah, because people. I'm assuming it's an adaptation of the film, or are they changing
Yeah,
it?
so it is. It's actually very close. If you saw the film, I understand that it's close to that. It was on Broadway. It's actually no longer on Broadway, but it's touring, and it's doing very well touring.
Really?
So we were going to get it a couple of years ago, and then the pandemic happened, so that didn't work out so well. But yeah, lyrics by Bryan Adams, who everyone loves Bryan Adams, and it centers around the same story that you're used to on the big screen, but it's getting a lot of attention, and I'm excited that it's coming.
To see that.
We have Beetlejuice as well. Beetlejuice is coming.
Well, it's coming in March.
It's coming in March.
I thought it'd be a Halloween show, really.
I bet they wanted to do that,
sure.
but unfortunately the touring schedule.
Of course.
But I understand it's hilarious. The sets are great. It's directed by Alex Timbers, who did Moulin Rouge, and it tells the story.
I love Moulin Rouge.
Yeah. Beetlejuice tells the story of Lydia Dietz, a strange and unusual teenager, but I don't know a teenager that isn't unusual or strange. Sorry. But parents can agree with me, right?
They can relate.
Whose life changes when she meets a recently deceased couple and a demon with a thing for stripes. So I understand this show is hilarious. I've not seen this one either.
I haven't either, but the thing is, I saw some of the preview clips, and it looks like a lot of special effects. I feel like they're going to take the other side, if you will, and bring it on stage. And I just feel like the lights and the set pieces and music.
A couple of my colleagues have seen it and said, "Oh my gosh, I laughed the entire time. It's just hilarious."
Who doesn't want to laugh?
We need to laugh. Oh my
gosh. Yes.
And then Wicked is coming back. I know, one of your favorite
Defying
shows.
Gravity. I'm so excited.
It's so funny because every time that I see the commercial for Wicked, I just want to go see it again.
Yes.
I love Wicked. It's one of those shows that you can see over and over.
This will be
This will be the 5th time that it's at Wharton Center, which is hard to believe because I remember how excited we were when we first announced it.
And I feel like the hype is still there. It's such a great show.
Absolutely.
No matter how many times you bring it back to Wharton, I think people will be lining up to see it.
It's still on Broadway, and it's doing extremely well on Broadway, and it's still touring. So it's
magical.
It is magical. And another show that's pretty magical is Jesus Christ Superstar, celebrating its 50th year.
Oh my gosh.
Coming back to Wharton Center.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
Bob's like,
honestly,
you better go.
I love the music of Jesus Christ Superstar. I love, you just fall in love with it. It's so incredibly good. So I'm really excited about all the Broadway.
You kind of get wrapped into the music And I recommend listening to some of the soundtracks, these Broadway musical soundtracks beforehand, unless you want to go in and be surprised. But I like to, like right now I'm listening to Dear Evan Hansen because I know that's coming.
Have you seen that one?
I have seen the film. I have not seen it on stage.
So Dear Evan Hansen is part of this season, right? So it's May 17th through the 22nd. Tickets are still on sale for that. It's selling really well. You know, we never stop. We're just announcing the new season today, but it's like we never stop. We've got.
Well, you're already thinking about the next season, probably.
I'm like 2 years ahead right now. Thinking so, yeah, and then we have classical music shows that I want to announce. Scottish Chamber Orchestra. Lisa Wellerstein is coming back. Amani Winds. If you don't know about Amani Winds, got to look them up.
See, I need to bring my grandma. She loves classical music.
They are incredible. And the New York Philharmonic String Quartet is coming. Dance events. We'll have dance events, including the Alonzo King Lions Ballet. Variety events. Oh, Brian Stokes Mitchell. You know Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Yes, I love the dance variety. Yes.
Well, Brian Stokes Mitchell is coming in September 23rd. I'm very excited about that. You know, he was on Broadway with Man of La Mancha. Just an amazing, amazing singer. Soweto Gospel Choir returns.
How many of these are returning? I feel like you're saying a lot of them are coming back. They love the Wharton.
They do love. Well, people love them too. Blue Man Group is coming back.
I did see them here. It felt like a concert. It was like the most incredible thing, and you just feel like you're really immersed in it. Like I felt like I was in a concert hall.
Black Violin. I mean,
I've seen them too. They're awesome.
So these are just a few. We've got jazz at Lincoln Center. We've got Surreal Ami, a jazz artist who was actually here several years ago in residence, and she's coming back. She's made a name for herself in the jazz industry. And then we've got the Act One family series, which is always popular. The Ugly Duckling and the Okie Dokie Brothers, I should say, and the Boy Who Grew Flowers.
See, I need to bring my daughter to one of those. We did see Frozen, the musical. It was a long time for a 4-year-old to sit in the theater, but she did very well. But I think one of these Act One, the family events, is something that I should ease her into before going to another big show.
We have some sensory-friendly events coming up. By the way, I can't believe your daughter's 4 years old.
I know. Isn't it insane?
You were just having her the other day, it seems like. But yeah, so we've got lots of shows for everyone. The big question people are asking is, when can I get my tickets? So what happens now, Brandie, is subscription sales are online. If you want to become a Wharton Center subscriber, you can do that today. You can subscribe to the Broadway season, get your tickets.
You pick everything, and you pick which kind of ticket category you want to do.
Yep, before they go on sale to the general public, get your tickets, secure them. Or, you know, if there's some performing arts attractions that you're interested, you can do that as well.
So do you know when, like, the big push, each show kind of has its own release date to the public, correct?
Sometimes, yeah. So I don't know when individual tickets will go on sale. They're going to be closer to, you know, the fall.
Okay.
Or later in the summer, honestly, probably. But, you know, I'll be calling you.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
Yes. Yeah, so keep an eye on Wharton Center's website. And I think you've said this before. Please remind people about third-party websites. And
thank you for bringing that up. It's so important, Brandie, especially right now, because there are going to be people out there. We've announced this. They're going to put it up online. They're going to say, you can buy your tickets through us right now. Those tickets are fraudulent because you can only purchase tickets if you're a subscriber. And you should only purchase tickets at whartoncenter.com. Now, if you Google Wharton Center, a fraudulent site's going to come up first. Ours isn't the first one up. So make sure that you only go to whartoncenter.com.
Because if things are canceled or things are changing, they will communicate with you. And if you get it from somewhere else, you may not get that information.
It's really sad. That happens a lot.
Do you get a lot of calls from those kind of things?
Oh, yeah. You know, people are upset. We have people that buy tickets online and they're coming from, you know, way down south Michigan or up north. We've had people in the UP buy tickets online, come down.
No.
And unfortunately, they bought tickets from a fraudulent dealer. They can't get a refund. We don't have any record that they bought our tickets. And so
be careful.
I think it's just really important. whartoncenter.com is what you need to remember. That URL is the most important.
So let's talk a little bit. Obviously, pandemic kind of through some stuff for the Wharton Center, and you're still dealing with things today. What can people expect about, obviously that changes depending on what's happening.
Yeah.
Overall, though, what do you want to say about the pandemic?
I think the most important thing, again, whartoncenter.com, you can go there and you can see what pandemic restrictions are in. We follow the state guidelines, Michigan state guidelines, and the federal guidelines. Right now, you don't have to wear a mask. However, Brandie, a show could come in and say, no, you know what? We want everyone to wear masks during our show. And they have that right to do that. So we're following everyone's guidelines.
So I want to make sure the audience knows that check the website before a show, things change, and depending on which performance you're coming to.
I think it's important, you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared because they could say, we need proof of vaccination again. They're not doing it right now, but who's to say what's going to happen in the future? So I think it's always important to be prepared. It happened to a friend of mine. He didn't know that he had to do that. It's like, Joe.
So one last push for the 40th anniversary. I mean, talk about the history a little bit about Wharton and your time here. And a lot of changes over the years.
I've been here half of that. So I've been here over half of that.
I wasn't going to make you say that, but.
Yeah, I've been here a long time. And I'm just really proud of Wharton Center. And we bring the best of performing arts. And we've been doing it for 40 years. And
right in your backyard. You don't have to go to New York.
Yeah, and we wouldn't be where we are today without the incredible support that we receive from the community, support from our viewers at HOMTV and you, Brandie, and just we're very happy and proud to be able to bring a piece of New York, a piece of London, a piece of Tokyo, and all over
the place
to mid-Michigan.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Bob. This is not the last time we will talk to you, I'm sure.
No.
So thank you so much. 2022-2023 season is out.
It's so exciting, too, because we're out front on a spring day.
Yes.
And we're back.
Yes, good to know. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching this episode of HOM Entertainment.